Hi everyone! Today we're going to show you how we do trache care on La'Nova, meaning changing her trache, cleaning around her trache, changing her trache ties. I kind of thought this was a good idea because a lot of people don't realize that we change her trache at home, mom and dad. We don't like go to a doctor's office to do it. I mean, we probably could, but we're trained. We've been doing it since she's come home from the hospital. I don't want to say it's simple because it's not, and it can be a little different every time depending on how well she cooperates. But after you do it a couple times, it kind of becomes natural. So I hope this is a good setup as far as you being able to see everything. If not, you kind of get the idea. So what we did first is I get all of her supplies and everything ready because you never want to start something like this and then not have things like hands-on. Plus it's just me and her home right now. Hey, I'm talking. So God forbid, in case of emergency, I always keep my phone. I mean, I know I'm using it right now, but right next to me, in case I have to call for an emergency, I have all of her supplies set out. So we have her nice satin powder, which is going to go on her trache tie. We have the new trache. I usually keep some Q-tips just for cleaning, some saline. This is her new HME she's going to put on. We have her gauze that goes in between, and then also some lubricating jelly for the trache itself. So everything is sterile. Everything is out and ready. I'm just going to let La'Nova do some... Go ahead, lay down. Oh, and I keep her propped up. This is just like a little pillow and a blanket. She has to be propped. So lay right here. How about you talk to them for a few minutes, okay? Show them your dolls. Why? She knows it's coming, so here you go. Why don't you give them a little show for a couple seconds while I get this ready? So what I'm doing now is just putting the powder, the nice satin powder, which helps from, you know, irritation. She does sweat under her trache ties. Just so wearing the trache ties doesn't like really irritate her skin too much. It's kind of like a protectant. And then I'm putting a small, very little amount of the lubricant, which is water-based, on her trache itself. This makes it a little bit easier for the trache to slide in. And one of the gauzes I wet with saline, kind of use that as a wipe to clean it off. The other one I keep dry, and that is the one that goes underneath her trache. Some people don't like to use gauze underneath their trachs. I know some parents in some other groups, they don't use gauze at all. I do, only because I've seen that it kind of helps La'Nova with irritation, and you know, she doesn't get too much gunky and everything underneath of it, so it's just for like cleaning purposes. It's a preference. And sorry about the birds are going a little crazy. Hey, guys, relax. Okay, let's go. So I put her hair up in kind of a little bun, just so it's out the way. We're going to take her old trache ties off first. Why don't we put your hands down, baby, so they can see. And she just got out of the bath, so these trache ties are a little damp. I try not to get them wet so much. And then here is the wet, hold on, baby, stop. The wet one, you're going to look up to the sky, up, up, up. And I'm just going to wipe around her neck just to kind of clean it. While I'm holding the trache in place, sit up. You really want to clean it really well. I mean, we change it almost daily, so it doesn't hurt. Come on, look up. Okay. And you really want to get in there. Okay. Now, sit up, up, up. There we go. And then I kind of use, oh, don't sit up. Since the trache is not being held in at all by nothing right now, you got to be really careful as far as her moving too much. Watch your neck, La'Nova. If you do move her, make sure you're holding the trache in place, at least by one hand. Look up to the sky. And you just want to kind of dry off the area before putting the nice satin powder and the new trache tie on. That's why I use the towel. Everything makes it easier. These are kind of things that I found have helped me since she came home. When she was smaller, it was a lot more difficult to change her trach, but now that she's older and she kind of knows what's coming, she just gets scared a little bit. So you just need to make her comfortable and know that everything's okay. Okay, lay back. Put your legs down. It's okay, they're just gonna watch. Okay. Look up to the sky. Oh, you know what? I completely skipped this step. So I usually use a little bit of saline. You're okay. That one's empty. Before I change it and suction out any secretions that are in there, because you never want to change a trach with secretions stuck in the old one. So you kind of want to clear her out. Oh, good thing I did that. Okay, okay. Legs down. Legs down. Relax. Okay. Put your legs down, please. Really don't need you to kick me. Okay. Look up to the sky. Up to the sky. Come on. You're okay. How about we do our ABCs? Up to the sky. A, B, honey, up to the sky. You can't cringe, okay? A, look at mommy. Look at mommy. Look at mommy. Up. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. You gotta keep looking up to the sky, though. L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. La'Nova, look up. See? That's it. That's it. Honey, it's okay. Okay? Look, you just showed him how you change your trach. That was such a big girl. All right, let me put your trach ties on. So as you can see, it is scary. There's nothing you can really do about it but try to make them comfortable because it has to be quick. I don't know how exactly it feels, but I always just make sure it's not any crooked. Hey, guys. Hey, enough. And then I just kind of make sure it's clean. I put the new gauze underneath. Look, up, up, up. Make sure that's comfortable. It's not folded or anything. There's no kinks in it. And then we're going to put the new tie. So this is how I do it, just because there's a lot of powder on it. I hold in the trach on both sides. Sit up a little bit. Now that she's older, I can do this. And go from the back to the front. I already have the gauze in place, so now I'm just kind of connecting them. Enough so it's holding the trach in place. No, hold on, look at mom. Look at me. Good job. Okay, now you sit up, 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 up. And this is where I can have her look down to the ground, and adjust it. Up to the sky, up to the sky. It takes about a minute to make sure you have everything right. Hold on, look down to the ground. Down to the ground, 2 seconds. And make sure in the back that there's no excess, so it's not like poking her, because these are, what is that called? I can't think of what it's called, but that stuff that's like sticks. I don't know. But you don't want it to poke her, because that's annoying. All right, then you just fix the gauze, pop on the HME. Hold on. And we're done. Give a little one finger in the back behind her neck to make sure that it can still, you want it to, be comfortable on her. But you don't want it to be able to like move the trach out of place, or if she moves her head, it shouldn't be loose. It should just be comfortable and snug. Okay, we're all done. We showed you how we change a trach. Bye, everyone.